In April of 2021, Gemini Jets released the Delta CRJ-900. The original Delta Connection CRJ-900 was released 13 years ago, so today we're going to see, has this model lived up to the 13 years of expectations? Hello everybody, welcome back to another one of my videos. This is Aviation 04, and today we're going to be looking at the 2021 Gemini Jets Delta Connection CRJ-900. So we're going to go back into the past for this one. Going back 13 years in 2008, the Delta Connection CRJ-900, the original one, November 679 Charlie Alpha, was released. After thousands of requests of it, Gemini Jets finally remade it. In the April 2021 releases, the Delta Connection CRJ-900 was finally announced and was put into production. So today we're going to look at, has this model lived up to the 13 years of hype? So starting off at the front, you have your nose cone, you have your cockpit windows, and your nose gear. I will touch on that a little more later. You have your L1 boarding door, your Delta Connection titles, and your windows. And next, moving back, you have your wings, your winglets, and your two overwing exit doors. And the way you can tell it's a CRJ-900 compared to any of the CRJ-200s or 700s is the length. First off, it's much longer than both of those. But the big difference and the key difference is the CRJ-900 is the only one with the two overwing exit doors, while the other ones have one. And then finally, moving back, you have your registration, which is November 821 Sierra Kilo. You have your engines, your horizontal stabilizers, and your vertical stabilizers. And the reason I have the camera at this angle, and I will touch on this a little more later, is these horizontal stabilizers are really angled, and they're angled very poorly, which I'll touch on more later. And here's the other side, just because the walkthrough was much shorter than it typically would be. So now I'm going to get into some of the mold issues that Gemini has done with the CRJ-900. So as I mentioned earlier, the Gemini Jet CRJ-900 has the horizontal stabilizers at a terrible angle. So as pictured in front of you now, in the real plane, the horizontal stabilizers would be sloped down, whereas in the model, they're sloped upwards, which is incorrect. This has only happened recently, and that's something that I really hope Gemini Jets can clean up. As to the other issue, the main gear is way too close together, and that's been something that's happened over the past couple of years, and something that Gemini hasn't cleaned up and fixed yet. It's just an absolute shame, because the CRJ-900 mold and all the regional jets are so highly anticipated, and when they mess up the mold like that, it just ruins it. Now don't get me wrong, it's a very small detail. However, when you're paying $40 to $45 for these, you want these in pristine condition. You want these as accurate as possible. Now as for the horizontal stabilizers, I anticipate them to fix this hopefully very soon, and if not, then I don't know what to say. Gemini's heard the feedback, and if they're not going to act on it, then there's no point in even trying anymore. So hopefully a couple simple fixes that will make this mold go from a moderate and average mold to a superior mold. And here's just your look at the box. It's your average standard Gemini Jets box. However, the one thing I do have to say is these corners, they are, I don't know what's wrong with them. And then also this pamphlet, or the flap rather, it's just up like this. I don't know how to fix it, so that's kind of a shame for storage, but what are you gonna do? Moving on to the sides, you have your CGI Gemini Jets logo. On the back you have some more information if you'd like to pause and read it. And then this is a 2021 release. You have the same thing on the other side, and then back to your front. And now on to rating the model. I'm now going to change this from 40 points to 30 points, with the categories being graphics and printing, color, and the mold. I've decided to leave out the box because in a lot of cases it actually hurts and it's not part of the model. And what Beast767 said in a comment below, I will put his channel up in the top right corner. I really highly recommend his content. It's some of the best out there. But what he said was he thinks of it more as extra credit, which I think is good, and I will add a comment section in the rating to say some good features about it and like some extra features about it. So for the graphics and the printing, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 because I did notice, I didn't show it in the video, but upon inspecting it originally when I got it, because I got these a few months back now, originally when I inspected them, I noticed there were some paint defects, so that's going to take away 2 points from that, giving that an 8 out of 10. Now Gemini Jets typically does a really good job with the colors, and this model is no exception. The colors are going to get a 10 out of 10 because they are perfect and they are spot on with the actual colors. Now recently Gemini has also been losing a ton of the points in my grading system on the mold, and this is again no exception. This mold is going to get a 6 out of 10 from me because the landing gear has been a constant issue and they really haven't fixed it in the past 2 years, which is something they need to address. And now with the horizontal stabilizers, it's something that they need to fix now for it to have the best chance of being the best mold out there. And with that, for the total points score, this score is a 24 out of 30 or an 80%. I'm actually going to inflate that up to an 85% for the final percentage because I honestly do think it does deserve this, and for the fact that Gemini typically doesn't re-release models like this, I do have to give them some credit where credit is due, so I am going to inflate this up to an 85%, and this is a B. Apart from the mold problems, Gemini just needs to clean that up and fix that up. Once they do that, this will be one of the best regional molds out there. I really hope they do re-release it within the future, maybe in a couple years or so. Same with the American Eagle CRJ-900 because I was unable to pick that one up. So hopefully I'll be able to pick that one up because that would really be beneficial. But anyways, let me know what you think of this model down in the comments, and if you have it, what you would give it as a score. And if you really enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed, as it pushes us out towards more audience members. I apologize for how long the last couple breaks were. I am really hoping to continue to stay on the grind as I have quite a few more reviews coming out. And also, I would love to get back to doing the airport updates. Now with Orlando, that may be a different situation, which I will talk about later. But anyways, I really hope that I can get back to more consistent uploads. And I think I should be able to if I manage my time correctly. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and goodbye.